Italy Association is unveiling a new public piazza tomorrow, honoring social and political activist Margaret Midge Costanza. Joining us live to tell us more is Chief Executive Administrator Marco Lamandri. Marco, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. I just want to correct, it's Tuesday that we're dedicating it.
Tuesday,
November
you're dedicating
28th.
it.
Yes,
okay, you
yes.
have a lot going on coming up this coming week, so
Yes.
we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about, though, this new space. Tell us about it.
So, I'm a native San Diegan, and when you look at what's gone on in Little Italy, as well as downtown, it's gone completely vertical. So what we're having now is a 21st century community. When people move into condos and apartments, they lose their backyards, which they used to have. So 2000 or so, this is when we started developing public spaces. Public spaces become then the residents' backyards. The employees can take a break. So we're one of the only places, I think, in the county where anybody can just come and hang out, use your laptop, meet with people. So the Piazza Costanza, dedicated to Midge Costanza, who really frequented Little Italy in the late 90s and the early 2000s. It's a tribute to the first one we're doing to a woman, and the second one to somebody who actually was in San Diego. All the rest of them have been John Barcelone, Amedeo Giannini, the Pescatores, and the Piazza della Famiglia. So this is our newest one, and we think that it's, as we do each one, it gets a little bit classier.
And so we're taking a look at we had some pictures of it there. Tell us why you decided to honor Ms. Costanza.
So Midge was somebody, she used to hang out of a place called Pete's Meats, which had sausage. Her family had the House of Costanza, which was outside of Rochester. She was the first woman elected to the City Council of Rochester, worked on Jimmy Carter's campaign for president. He loved Midge, brought Midge in. She says, you're gonna be the window to a lot of the different groups throughout the country. Midge was there for 20 months. After she left the Carter administration, she came out to Southern California, and then she hung out. She worked with DA Bonnie DeMonis in downtown in San Diego, and she was a person who had relationships everywhere. So anybody who knew Midge, and she was a really good friend of mine, just tapped into those relationships, and she was just a connector. She was just a wonderful person, and we felt that that's the tribute we should be making, is to someone who, again, was a woman and somebody who actually experienced Little Italy and its growth.
Sounds like we need more people like her too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So can we show the pictures again of what that area looks like, and tell people how big is it, how many people will be able to go and hang out there?
It's at Columbia and Ash, and we worked with the Lennar Company when they built Luma, and I asked them not to put in parking spaces, to put in a long stretch of concrete that would come out about 14 to 15 feet. We were gonna do that. Pre-COVID, COVID hit, we couldn't do anything. So after people started coming out again, I worked with a number of people, Doreen Mattingly, that wrote the book about Midge Costanza, Bobby Spoon, Lori Black, Joe Vecchio, myself, my assistant, Chris Gomez, and we created this task force, put the whole thing together, raised about $190,000 from people like Irwin Jacobs, who knew and loved Midge. And we raised the funds, and we said, we're gonna dedicate this on her birthday. So she would have been 91 on November 28th. So it all came together, and it's one of our piazzas in the southern part of Little Italy, and there's thousands of condos and apartments surrounding it.
So
it
now
becomes
people
their
can
space.
come and that be their open
Their
space.
backyard, yeah, exactly.
And then you guys are having your Christmas tree lighting next on December 2nd.
Yes, we always go more or less head to head with Balboa Park, but ours we think is much more family oriented and much more of a community oriented. So we're lighting the two trees. One is the Piazza Barcelona, as we were discussing, the shimmer tree, which people just love and take pictures around it. And then we have the live tree, which is the Piazza della Famiglia. So instead of lighting one tree, we say it's the lighting of the trees.
That's
and
great.
We'll have a Christmas village on India Street.
A great week in Little Italy.
Yes,
Marco,
a great
thank you
week.
so much for
Thanks,
joining
Anna.
us. We appreciate it. We'll be right back.